keeper of his conscience, the courier of his news, that we look for strength and assistance. Without debate, without criticism, no administration and no country can succeed, and no republic can survive.
Brother.
Airborne, fellow deplorables, how you doing this morning?
God bless you. God bless you and all the Patriots. God bless you guys. Good morning. Good morning, Woodman. Good morning, everybody from everywhere. What you saw there coming in was a brand new prototype that was being tested out by some contractors. The military, as you saw, racing around a little track in an undisclosed location somewhere here in the United States. I could probably tell you where, but we'll just keep it at undisclosed.
You know it.
That's a $50,000 little UTV military version. What is it called? The Nikola NZT. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. You know
I'll show
it.
you guys things like that time to time, where your tax dollar is being spent. Hard-earned tax dollar.
Well, that's true, too. Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, this is what you just bought.
Yeah.
You'll never get to drive it.
You know it.
Or
Hey, but somebody's going to use it, you know what I mean? It will come in very handy at, time of need.
what am I seeing here?
I don't know, there, bucko.
I was looking at something, but we'll get into that later. All right, so Woodman, Patriots.
Yes, sir.
We are talking. I got a. I wanted to go over this real quick here. Let me pull myself front and center. All right, so I'm signed up with this Virginia Citizens Defense League, and I'm sure that everyone has now heard that Governor Northam has declared a state of emergency and banned the carrying and possession, look at those UFOs on there, possession of weapons on Capitol Square in Richmond from Friday 5 p.m. January 17th to 5 p.m. on Tuesday, January 21. Yeah, so January 17th, which is, 5 p.m. on Friday before, the weekend coming up this Friday, and then all the way till Tuesday after the event on the 20th. So now the VCDL, Virginia's Citizens Defense League, believes our legal team, the gun ban is illegal in itself, and our legal team is looking at our options, and we'll keep you advised as soon as we have a definitive plan. As it stands now, you can carry on 9th Street or nearby streets as long as you don't go into the fenced-in Capitol grounds area or into any of the government buildings. There will be 17 basically x-rays, right, to speed up people trying to get in. So basically the Capitol building and the grounds are now going to have 17 different areas where you can get in pretty quickly, but you're going to be going through x-rays. If you have any metal on you, it's going to go off, and then they're going to find if you have a weapon. So it's banned on those areas. But now anything, if you're not into the fenced-in area, which if you go through the fenced-in area, you're going to get really close to the stage for the speakers and the actual event. So I just wanted to get that out because this is what's
Very
going
important.
on. This is what we're seeing. This is what's happening. Now, let me get everything set up here, folks, and we'll get into it here. Again, we're just getting started.
We will keep you informed. We will definitely do that.
Kathy M, thank you for all you do. Much love and God bless.
God bless
Much
you.
love
Kathy.
and God bless you. All right, there we go. We got the ticker up for you, or the chats. Bring that down. Go to 2. How about 3? How about 4?
Yeah, Gorilla was about almost the first one on today.
Yes, he was. He is there. Let's do a roll
Always
call.
there.
There's Face. I see Face grilling. Let's do a roll call for the mods. The mods only. And
Fluid
then
Poor Heart.
we got grilling here.
All right.
And I know we got Face. She's got style. She's got grace. She gave good
Yes,
face.
indeed. Oh, God.
It's an old Madonna song.
Yeah.
Somebody knows what I'm talking about. That's like an old song. Somebody
Yeah.
back me up. All right, so let me finish this so we can get this out.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
yeah.
do this really
Very
quickly
important.
here, you guys. VCDL believes that this gun ban is illegal. Our legal team is looking at our options, and we will keep you advised as soon as we have a definitive plan. As it stands now, you can carry on 9th Street or nearby streets as long as you don't go into the fenced-in Capitol grounds area or into any of the government buildings. There will be 17 magnet meters to speed up security for those wishing to be on Capitol grounds, which puts you right by the stage. You can have a knife with a blade less than 3 inches, so you need the 2.9 blade. Again, wait for final word on the Capitol grounds gun ban situation over the weekend. There's more to come. All right. I mean, he's looking to do more than this. Every year since 2002, VCDL has come to the General Assembly to peacefully assemble and lobby our elected officials on Martin Luther King Day. The only difference this year is that the crowd size is expected to be significantly larger due to the Democratic leadership promise to pass gun control laws, all right, that would adversely affect law-abiding citizens, having minimal impact on the actual criminal themselves. The governor claimed on his executive order that there has been credible intelligence that they've gathered suggesting that the purpose of many of the people participating in this VCDL lobby day is to not peacefully assemble, but instead to foment violence and rioting and insurrection. Yet, neither the governor nor any of his law enforcement has informed VCDL of any of these alleged threats. So it says made up right there at that point. The inflammatory rhetoric from Democrats, including the governor, attorney general, Congressman Eachin, Delegate Levine, and many, many others regarding the Second Amendment sanctuary movement and VCDL's lobby day leads us to wonder if they really want lobby day to go peacefully. That's the main thing, all right? The Democrats are afraid of the voters and want to portray this peaceful assembly of law-abiding gun owners in the worst possible way. They want to paint that picture. They would love for it to end up in violence of sorts, I bet, and some rioting and some insurrection going on in order to smear gun owners, all right? Has the Democratic leadership actually invited violent groups to attend, by the way? For the sole purpose of disrupting this peaceful assembly, all right? Now, here's some situational awareness that we need to be aware of. There have been many rumors, videos, and articles flying around the internet. We cannot stress enough that this is a peaceful day to assemble and address legislature about protecting our right to keep and bear arms. Lobby Day is not about statutes, flags, racism, sexism, or anything other than protecting the right to keep and bear arms for all law-abiding citizens. Yes, we hold rallies, but the point of the day is communication with our legislatures. Note that a rally is not the same thing as a protest. To our knowledge, there are no credible threats of violence. That being said, please practice appropriate situational awareness. If you see a bad actor, flag down a police officer or something and point it out. If someone tries to provoke you while you're there, smile and walk away. There are probably going to be some, don't fall into that. There's probably going to be some somebody secretly recording that interaction. So you might get confronted by somebody over here, but off to your left that you don't even see, there's somebody recording. You want to be aware. We're going to be right out in the open recording. No secrets, no hit pieces like that. We're going to walk up to the people there, the 100,000, and find people that are willing to talk. No secrets. We'll ask first, and we'll say, hey, you're getting recorded for the Patriot Hour. What's that? We'll tell them real quick, and we'll hand them a card or something. And if they're willing and able, we'll get some, reactions and why, talk to some of these patriots. I mean, they should be more than willing to talk with us. So if someone tries to provoke you to smile and walk away, literally turn the other cheek for this event, folks. We don't need the bad rap, and that's not what it's about. It's not worth the bad press for us, all right? We don't need, they're already making up bad stuff, so once you give them that, then they're like, ooh, awesome. We talked about it enough that people did it, and now we got them. Again, you might want to notify law enforcement of such bad actors. See something, say something. It's not about being a rat. You just, if you see something bad going down or some bad actor, you need to. So the eyes of the nation and the world are on Virginia, folks, and the VCDL right now, and we must show them the gun owners are not the problem. So lead by example. I would say be good, statesmen of your state. Represent. You're representing, law-abiding, peaceful patriots that I know. So be on that. Your conduct is, and there's gonna be a lot of cameras out there, and some other people are probably gonna be down there. So we have been and continue to be in close contact with several law enforcement agencies, and we'll keep them informed of all potential threats. And law enforcement will be in abundance at the event. And a lot of them will be in plain clothes, all right? So there'll be uniformed ones, and there'll be ones walking the crowd. You guarantee that. Some of these other federal agencies will be there as well. Just be in mind.
Very careful. Be very careful. It's very important. It's really easy to get sucked into one of those
hit piece videos.
Confrontations.
Yeah. So.
Oh, man. That's all they want us to do is do that.
Yeah, we won't be talking about our game plan,
yeah,
because we can't due to strategic things. But we've been talking, me and Woodman and me and Fluid Pourer. I talked to Scott yesterday, but we have a game plan. We got backup plans. We got plan 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe even 5 by the time we get there. So just whatever. And so again, I want to let you know if you guys are gonna be down there. I will have, like I said, we'll have some cards on us, a couple different ones. I'm going to have some challenge coins. So find us, get with us. We'll get a little recording maybe of you just saying, hey, something. Because if you've been in the chat room, if you've been here for the last few years, it'd be cool to have a little footage of you, and I'll use it in a video once I get back, something to show that I've met some of you face to face, or you met Woodman or all of us, whatever. So it'd be awesome.
Right. Great.
All right. So let me see here. What else, Woodman? Would you see anything yesterday interesting in the evening doing research?
Oh, I'm waiting for the Dems to come back out with to finish their little circus, Impeachment, you know what I mean? Level 2 going to arrive. I got to watch that today, so burn my eyes, burn my ears,
Nancy
melt my brain.
Nancy Pelosi suggests that Mitch McConnell under Russian control. back to this Russia narrative. Oh my gosh, folks, it never goes away. As Nancy Pelosi, yeah. As Nancy Pelosi suggests, Mitch McConnell under Russian control, says Senate leader has Russian connections. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable.
They're going way out there.
Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, Democrat from California, suggested Tuesday that Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is under the sway of Russian interests because he won't bend to the Democrats' demands to include witnesses in the upcoming Senate impeachment trial. Desperate having no evidence to back up her claims, Pelosi reportedly suggested that McConnell has Russian connections during discussions with fellow Democrats ahead of the Wednesday's House vote to transmit the articles of impeachment to the Senate. According to the sources that spoke to CNN, she made similar claims during interviews over the weekend. The Washington Free Beacon reports that Pelosi floated the Russian conspiracy theory about McConnell during closed-door sessions with her caucus over the weekend as a way of explaining her and Senator Chuck Schumer's failure to force McConnell to the bargaining table. So that was her way out of it when confronted by all her own people. They're like, well, he's working for the Russians. That's our conclusive results. Unbelievable. Now, there is a spin on this. I mean, people are saying, the last time they straight up beat Bernie Woodman, they cheated Bernie, basically. Bernie saying, I'm not feeling bad for the guy. I'm just saying the Democratic Party didn't like him. They weren't going to let him be the nominee for the Democratic Party, even though he was winning all the numbers. These young cats were coming out because of all the free stuff he was going to be giving people. And they're like, yeah. I mean, people think they're entitled.
Now they got him tied up.
Now they're going to have him tied up possibly because, I mean, it's like, is that really their angle? I mean, it's like, of course they want to bash Trump and mar him as much as they can, but at the same time, they don't have any other way to cheat Bernie other than to keep him in his Senate seat, busy with impeachment while they waited for this caucus. I mean, it's nuts to even think that that's the only kind of control they had left to screw their own person. We'll pull impeachment, get him biddied up. We'll hold it long enough because they were in such a rush to race through the process at the House. We can't wait. But then they waited for 5 weeks now, and they got nothing more.
Yeah.
Well,
the second wave is coming, so I got to watch that. I don't know, man.
Unbelievable.
It's just Did you watch that? I was impressed with Collins. He pretty much laid it out on the line. McConnell did the same thing. They laid it right out there. I still can't believe the Dems have not quit. I don't get it.
What do you mean? You're just going to quit?
Well, the fight. I mean, come on. What have they done for the last 3 years? They've been fighting, and they won't give up. I don't care where they twist and bend stuff. It's not gonna. It's all lies. If you pay attention, Lord have mercy. These people are good at lying. I mean, they're really good at it.
Mm-hmm. The devil is the best misconstruer and deceitful thing, and that's the highest levels. That's what they are working with. So it's kind of like that trickles down. That you don't ever expect them to just admit on TV they've been wrong or spin after spin after spin. At this point, I'm fully thinking that that's what's going on. So, in state of shock, former CIA spook warns Dems, deep state, getting desperate to stop Trump. We've seen that desperate play for about the last year. Former CIA officer and counterterrorism expert Kevin Shipp says the threat of the outright war with Iran is over for now. Shipp says the Democrats know they most likely will not win back the House in the upcoming presidential election. Their chance of winning in 2020, especially now with Trump's success, is getting slim. They are getting very desperate. We know that. When they get desperate, and they have done this before, I think we can count on the voter fraud. They're going to have to use it. It's their only angle, right? They have used it before, and in any event, they have very little chance of winning now, in my view, because a majority of Americans find their platform distasteful. So I think this voter fraud is going to happen. Shipp says the deep state is worried that Trump will have a second term. I think the deep state are in a state of shock. They want to get rid of Trump because of the first time in their careers they can be prosecuted for what they have done. I think they are afraid of that. And that's why John Brennan and others are coming out as mockingbirds on CNN and MSNBC, constantly attacking this president. See, because he took away plausible deniability. Folks, he took it away, and they don't like that. Before you can do a bunch of crazy stuff as a head of this agency over here, and then it gets blamed on like the agency in a whole. It's like when you sue Walmart for falling, you're not suing the one manager there, you're suing the corporation. It never hurts anybody. That's chump change to them.
Yeah.
But now these people are going to go down one for one by one. That's why it's important, folks. And before you could do arrest, that will shock. And it's not us here. Again, I've said this. It's the people that don't know anything about it. They could have, the military wanted to come in under Bush. They wanted to really come in Obama. They saw all this treasonous stuff getting to a real high peak. But if they would have done that, like under Obama, I mean, even though some of us were in tune, I wasn't this in tune, but I was, but it's like, it would have been a really shock to wake up like, oh, your president's been arrested, your vice president, this person, that person. And it's like, well, what do they do? I've never seen not one bad thing the media's ever said about Obama. What, you know, I mean, you know, it's like, it wouldn't have went down well. You would have thought it was a military coup takeover. I don't think much people would have had, that wouldn't have worked out real well. It would have caused a lot of issues in the country. And if you think about it, the whole point here is to do it peacefully, because that's what it's all about. You have people in a country that you're trying to set free. You don't want half of them to die. That wouldn't be the point. And it's like, you don't want them going out and fighting with each other either over all these lies that you're just trying to correct. I mean, it's really bad that a whole bunch of people need to die over just lies in your own country. So you got to do it real peacefully. Those of you that get woke up and understand all this and are following along, it's like, okay, I get it. Now I'm ready for arrest. Show me. We just need to, you might be ready. And then it's like, well, what about this guy next to you? And you're like, well, screw him. Well, that's the other thing we got to get away from. That's the old thinking, you know. You're right, I'm wrong. You're evil, I'm good. Now listen to me. You know, nobody wants to hear you at that point. You just, you know. All right, so what other articles are we looking at? I got this, so we just read that State of Shock, Deep State, we know it. I'm interested about the bar thing we went over last night. Now it was just an article from Thomas Paine, but it's like,
I was not impressed at all.
Is he covering it up, Barr, or are we, you know, I don't want to have to wait anymore either. We can't say, well, are we just waiting? I mean, if there's some clear evidence, he's going to be bringing more out. So we're going to be following this story closely. I don't know. From what I've heard out of Barr's own mouth at different times throughout the last year, it seems like he's on page and there's things going down. But we just have to keep waiting. Little by little, things keep coming out. Each time something comes out, it wakes up another person. I mean, that's all we can assume or hope. The Justice Department, DOJ, covering a massive Clinton scandal that'll rock D.C. to the core. Democrats dump new impeachment evidence on the eve of the vote. Says it proves Senate trial can't be full and fair. How in the hell do the Democrats out of the House know what the hell can happen in the Senate? Because it's two different realms. See, the House wants to rule it all. They don't want the presidential to have his executive powers, and they don't want the Senate to be able to do things. They want it all. Well, fighting for that.
Well, yeah. Well, because they're trying to save the day, you know.
Trying to save their asses.
Well, they want to go back the way it was. Sorry, it's not going to happen. That's why they're on him. Oh man, just real hard, and won't stop. No quitting. Yeah, I'm not quitting. I'm going to look stupid for a long time, and I don't care, because if I don't make this right, I'm going down, and I don't mean downtown either. Gitmo, here we come, man.
Mm-hmm.
I hope, man. Come on, I hope. But
there's
yeah,
a new video.
I don't know, man.
Did you see that new Project Veritas video leaked around that's got Bernie Sanders' manager or his one guy talking?
Oh yeah.
It's pretty crazy. That guy needs.
He was just kind of like, well, just audio, no visual.
Yeah. So it was a campaign staffer for the far left Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders, who was busted on Wednesday for allegedly making extreme remarks. in the undercovering sting video produced by James O'Keefe, Project Veritas. In the video, Sanders' Iowa field organizer Kyle Jurek suggested that those who push back against communist revolution should expect a violent response. So those who push back against our communist revolution should expect. And he says, like, the whole basis of like communism is like people and planet above property, right? People like planet above property. Zurich says, like, we're to preserve the planet, preserve people. We don't want to effing have to like eliminate people. No, it was, I thought that was video.
Man.
Or was it just a still shot? It's a video.
Well, I didn't see that one.
All right, let me pull this up for everybody so you can see it and hear it right here on the number one
only audio for me. Yeah, the number one.
Oh, what, you lost your you probably lost your video again, brother.
Like communism is like people like means in the Bernie campaign. Like the whole basis of like communism is like people and planet above property, right? Like we're here to preserve.
Let's do this again. Hold on.
It's wild.
Play.
Bernie campaign. Like the whole basis of like communism is like people and planet above property, right? Like we're here to preserve the planet, preserve people. We don't want to have to like eliminate people, right? But if people are going to try to fight back against the revolution, like when you hear about like atrocities committed by like in Cuba, like Fidel and Che, like killing people, like those people that were actively like they were like anti-revolution. They were like they were fighting against the revolution. Like in any war, like if you like when you guys were in war and you encountered people that were fighting against you, what did you do to those people? Right? I mean, the same thing holds true in revolution, right? Like you can't abide people like actively working against your revolution. Like you can give them a choice. Be like, hey, you can join the revolution. You can not be a bootlicker. You can sit idly by and allow it to happen. But if you're gonna take up arms against the revolution, then you should expect a violent response, right? Like it's natural. Fight or die. Yeah. What they kept in the Revolutionary War. Fight or die. Yeah. And that's kind of where we're at right now. We're at one of those moments in human history where it's like we're fighting for survival. We're fighting for the survival of the entire human race. We're fighting for the survival of living creatures on planet Earth. And you know, there's some people that will stop at nothing to preserve that, right? Like to see the human race continue into the future, right? To try to save the planet from destruction. And no matter what country or what laws that exist, they're irrelevant to. There are things greater than those systems, right? There are things that are more important than the rule of law in the United States when it comes down to the existence of the human race. And that's where we're at, unfortunately. And like this is like there are probably no other points in human history, in like recorded human history, where like the stakes were as high as they are right now. Like we are at we're at the end. We're at the end of the road. And like the way we choose to go is going to determine like, hey, are we going to continue as a species, or are we going to burn up in a center?
Heavy.
Wow. That guy
very heavy.
Freaking rolled over. He doesn't know what the hell. Go ahead and fight for your revolution, buddy. And just as much as you have that right, so do patriots. You communistic scum bucket. POS.
I fight for people, man, for rights. Constitution, man. Gotta keep it. You gotta keep the Constitution.
Unbelievable, folks. There you go. You just witnessed a communistic. That's the whole thing. See, what they were doing was this. They always act like it's different. It's all the same garbage. All the same garbage. They're going to be screwed again by their own party, and they don't even know it. They didn't get mad last time when it happened. That's the funny thing. That's how idiotic. I mean, there's idiocy on both sides of this crap, but the Dems are truly showing it right now. I mean, we got deep state swamp Republicans, deep state rhinos.
Rhino. We do also. I mean, hard to admit, but we do. It's the Constitution for us. Yep.
Oh, I hate this guy, Rob Reiner. Rob Reiner. Little film.
Reiner the Rhino.
Little B-flick director. Rob Reiner unleashes on Republican senators, claims they have collective brain damage for wanting to acquit Trump. Yeah, it's just another pedo out of Pedowood trying to peddle his rhetoric.
Brain damage.
Geppetto.
Yeah.
Rob Reiner is an award-winning sleazy actor and half-wit director and cheesy producer who was once best known for his decades-long career in Hollywood. Now he is best known for his unresponsive, uneducated rhetoric against the President of the United States. He's got derangement syndrome because he knows he's done a lot of bad things and had a lot of casting calls on his couch, and probably with many of celebrities, and ruined a lot of people's lives and taken a lot of innocence and corrupted, anything you touched, I'm sure is damaged to some extent. Rob Reiner, you want to bring it here, you scum. We know you're watching.
We know you're watching.
He is. He's a scumbag, man. Dude's a scum.
Well, yeah.
They people don't like it when it comes back to them. These same people that act like they shouldn't be abused or rhetoric from Twitter from Trump. How dare he? But they do it all the time.
Don't pick on me.
Mm-hmm. He's picking on me. Like the one lady held Trump's head up, cut off. Trump's head cut. And then has been blacklisted. Nobody wants to hire her, and she's blaming Trump for what she did. It's like, I did that. Now I can't get work. It's like, well, other people have said things, and you guys have fired them, like Roseanne or this person. Well, she said this. It's like, okay, you guys have said the governor of Virginia had a blackface. He's still around. Nobody cared. It's only when other people do it, right? Yes. It's like your guys' party is the party of racism. That is a fact. History shows it.
Don't do as I do, do as I say. Don't do as I do, do as I say.
Yes.
Yeah, heavily. I mean, entwined.
So if we just go to DC Dirty Laundry here real quick, and I did a Second Amendment search only for articles. We kind of get articles all about what's going on. So we see West Virginia inviting Virginia Second Amendment counties to join them. Literally. Like, leave Virginia and become part of West Virginia. Colorado judge makes first red flag denial since law went into effect. That one's hard to read. Virginia Department of Health report on gun violence in Virginia makes it clear blacks are responsible for overwhelmingly majority of shootings in Virginia. That's just the facts, folks. Denied. Colorado judge becomes first to deny confiscation order. New red flag law. Virginia gun grabbers now looking to eliminate privately owned gun ranges. More Second Amendment tyranny. Virginia Dems propose to create ammo-free zones. Gun and ammo sales skyrocketing in Virginia as citizens arm up. I mean, you're seeing the rhetoric. You're seeing what's happening.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Heavy.
UN disarmament, hiring disarmament. We read that one. We went over that one a week ago or so. NYC hiring these UN disarmament. Virginia Citizens Defense League issues important statement. We're getting back a little far, back into December, but just to kind of go over how this has been in the headlines for last
Quite
couple
some
months.
time.
It's going to be big, folks.
Yeah. Be careful. Just be careful. Very careful. And we'll keep you updated for the change.
7 major.
You know, they're good at that. Last minute stuff.
Yeah, and I think we're going to go live here again, maybe mid-afternoon, and we'll do some call-ins, because I know we're already at the 40-minute mark, so we might just kind of, because we had all that to go over. And I got a video that I'm working on that I still haven't been able to get done, and if I wait too long, it'll be too old. So I got a sick kid home today I got to look after, and I got a couple other things. I'm going to have to actually get her loaded up and do a little running. So I might go get that done here now, get back here, finish up on the video, and then see if Woodman's available. Scott's supposed to be here tomorrow for a show. And like I said, folks, just busy and stuff. When it works out, everyone's here. Ben, Scott, and Woodman as well, and myself. We have to kind of work our schedules to work, but there will be another live show today. So again, another 2 shows in one day, and this one will probably be an afternoon, like a 1 o'clock thing. So if you're available, you're available. If you're not, watch it on the repeat. And we'll probably have some more articles to go over. And we got to watch this Virginia thing closely, because every day, every minute, it's like almost like hourly. You know, things are changing there. So we need to keep an eye on it all the way through the weekend up until we leave. And we'll be updating on the way down. So with whoever's driving, and the others can be doing things and looking into things. It's just going to be a forever changing thing.
It's very important. Very, very important.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Oh, man. Be alert, be alert, be alert. Please.
Wow, this Bernie Field Organizer Project Veritas video has a criminal record. Want to see? Let's look at that real quick. So that guy that we just saw talking, in the video, is this a different one? No, looks like a different video there. They got that guy a couple different times or something here. Let me see.
Evidently. Ooh, Milwaukee will burn. Ooh-wee.
No, it's the same one. It's the one outside.
Oh, it is?
He has quite a history. We did a little research and found out that Kyle Jurek has a long police record that includes drug charges back in 2009 and again in 2016. Jurek was arrested in 2004 on operating a vehicle while intoxicated. Arrest information: full name Kyle Jeffrey Jurek, 1-820, arresting agency Polk County. Personal information: male, charged, 1 additional hold for Polk County. What do we got here? Misdemeanor of a traffic offense, misdemeanor operating while intoxicated. You got OWI. Pled guilty. Dangerous drugs back in 6/19 of 2009. So here's the dates. We got 1/8 of 2004. We got 1/8 of 2004. We got hit twice on this, operating and then traffic offenses. And then on 3/4 of 2004, just a few months later. I mean, this guy's got a bad history here. Violating operating impaired again. Then we go down to 6/19 of 2009, when a couple of good years. Felony, dangerous drugs. That's all it says there. Dangerous drugs, Bay County.
Wow.
Controlled substance. Cocaine. Controlled substance possession, cocaine, heroin, or another narcotic, less than 25 grams.
Hunter's buddy.
It looks like a buddy of Hunter's here. Controlled substance possession of marijuana or a synthetic equivalent. Possession of analogs. Felony. He had quite a bit he was holding. Was he dealing? Wow. Was he a dealer?
A rolling party.
Yeah, this guy was a pharmacist. He's a street pharmacist, it looks like here. Misdemeanor of dangerous drugs, trafficking, misdemeanor traffic offense. It was trafficking. While intoxicated, possession of marijuana. A little bit more marijuana. Jeez, this guy is just
unreal.
Sounds like he's overqualified for DC. No, sorry.
Good point. Ooh, we
Sounds like the perfect
juice,
Bernie. No, this is just a little bit of Seagram 7.
I got apple juice. yeah.
No, this is apple juice.
Yeah, man.
Apple
really?
juice. Yeah, it is. Yes. I
That's what
poured
I
it
got.
into a water
I
bottle.
got apple juice. You know.
Yes.
Apple.
Yeah.
There's the apple there. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Mine's just poured into a water bottle. I don't need nothing fancy here, folks.
Healthy.
So this guy sounds like the perfect Bernie employee, you know.
Yeah.
You don't know what this guy is under the influence of when he's talking, you know. It's like apple juice. Hello, apple juice. All right. So we're at the 50-minute mark. We got a little bit of time here. Let's do some shout outs. How about that? Where's everyone checking in from today? I like doing this. Let us know, and we'll
You hear about AOC? I'm not paying my dues. I'm not going to pay my dues. Oh,
I'm
what
not
an
part
idiot.
of that group. But you are. Bay Area, West Virginia. I see Crunch 77.7, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Bay Area, Florida, Wandering American, David Woodruff, Louisiana, Michigan. These are going quick. Criggle, Kentucky,
Montana.
Arizona. Yes, scream them out. Tennessee. Ray Jenkins,
Nebraska.
North Kakalaki.
All right.
Ann Bullard,
Arizona.
Ann from Alabama.
Arkansas. Oklahoma.
Melvin Campbell. Morning, Mike and Woodman.
North Kakalaki. Virginia. New York.
Natasha,
Texas.
Massachusetts. Women for Trump. Tina Stutter,
Ooh,
Indiana.
nice.
Texas,
Ooh, Fort
Indiana,
Wayne, Indiana.
California, Michigan, Westfield, New York, Rio Grande, West Palm Beach, Florida, John Hooks from Elkhart, George Crawl, Oregon, Angry Patriot from Southwest Michigan, Darren Carson from Belfast, Mess Up, California, Michael, La Crokin, Colorado, Ohio, Northern Ireland, Dodge City, Kansas, North Kakalaki, where we go when we go all Dodge City, Kansas, again, Pennsylvania, Cypress, Kami, California, Frank Bolin is a member, West Virginia. Get all the mods to check in again real quick. All the mods that are here at this point in time. If you can just say here, present, whatever, I'll scream you out. And then if I can get the members, all the members that are present right now to maybe shout out real quick as I say this, and then I can get those. So we got Sherry Fruchet, David Woodruff, Grillin. Here, Grillin's here.
Fantastic Patriots.
David Woodruff,
Fantastic.
Grillin, Simone is in the house. In the house.
Working for us.
Got any members here? Sign off.
Mod.
I see Cheryl
Probably.
Pacola, Southern Cali.
Oh, yeah. Probably working. I don't know. Have a job. Do. Ireland. Dublin, Ireland. Welcome.
All right, so let me
Ooh.
do.
Terry Smith, Cavan, Ireland. All right.
Let me do while we're got this time here today.
Florida, New York,
Community.
Blacksburg, Virginia, West Virginia, Seattle. Marine Corps salutes. South Carolina, California.
I am going to. How do I do this?
Okay.
See, I'm going to read off names here. These are all the members. And if I butcher the name, forgive me. Stefan Hedin. Jenny Bignall. Renee Hall. Raymond League. Storm Ryder. Benny Mabe. Misty Hayen. Sherry Fruchet. Darren Carson. Terry Hall. Bobby Forrest. Lynn Amber. Brenda Hackett. New Sparky. Jim Stowicki. Carol Lawson. Kimberlyn. Hazmat CAG 2020 Boss. Patriot Girl 55. Deborah Holland. Rip Williams. Keegan Simmons. Richard Hansen. Fluid Pour Art by Greg. Kenneth Patro. Cheryl Picola. Jessica Clark. Frank Bolin. Gary Warner. Gail Harris. Fawnlee Green. Or Greenie. I think it's green, but Greenie. Diane M. Ward. Dale Brashear. M. 4 Stars. Peg Capadonna. Dave Shearer. Paulette Downing. EO2 Dave. Paul Bloomst. Norman Rambo. Donna K. Silverwolf. Blaine Trediser. Nancy Chang. Crisp Bean. Naughty. Hot Enough. Derek. Melody Ann. Jennifer Baez. Daniel Bird. She's also a mod. Sherry Owens. Janet Walker. Edith Chupp. Bob K. Meyer. Chris Gordon. Wendy Rosebud. Drone RX7. Tim Combs. Wendy McMillan. Terry Grieve Internet Marketing. Sue New. Wisdom 101. Fifth Miracle. And Parts Driver. Those are our members. And thank you all for that. All right. Just
Large number.
It's funny to see some of the names like faces, but Hottie Enough. That's pretty cool. Or Hattie Enough. I think it's Hattie Enough. Hattie. So it's had enough, not hot enough, but Hattie. I had enough. I had enough of your crap, Woodman. I had enough.
Yeah. Watch out, I'll get Bernie Sanders to point his finger at you, man. You know, like, you better watch out, I'm going to get you. Bernie the pointer.
Somebody remind me of that. Like Simone said there, nice roll call. We need to do that once in a while. Great. It, doesn't take up too much time, and it is just showing you
recognition.
Yeah, giving you the recognition that is deserved. That's something else, maybe. Write that down.
Okay.
Don't want to say too many of my ideas out loud.
Oh, you're always working, man. I know. I've been around you long enough. Work.
I'll talk to Woodman after the show. I will give you a call, brother, here in a little bit. So stand by.
All right.
Let's go ahead and shut this one down. Woodman, anything you want to put out to the Patriots?
Just be careful, be aware, like always, take care of the elderly, love each other, treat each other like you'd want to be treated yourself. Things will work out really good. If you're going to Virginia, please be careful, be aware, pay attention to what we're updating you with, so you have no problems. We don't want to foresee any problems at all, man. Please don't fall under the quagmire bullcrap they're going to have either. So
a little bit of that quagmire. I like that word.
Well, they're going to be there for that, man. They create havoc.
Don't play into it.
That's right.
All right, there you heard it from Woodman. Hold on, we'll be right back. Don't play into the quagmire. All right. Seriously, you're gonna have people there trying to incite you. People off to the left or right recording as a hit piece will incite you with anything they can, get you to go crazy, and then record it. And now you are bad publicity. You just ruined it all. No, that wouldn't be the case, but still, don't play into it. And just be aware of your surroundings if you're planning on being down there. Other than that, if you're going to be home, at least you can join in with us when you can. We'll be putting out plenty of videos. So again, here at the Patriot Hour, don't take our word to be 100% word, truth, fact. Do your own research, come to your own conclusions, use logic, read everything you want, watch everyone you can that you want to, but believe none of it until you can verify it. We always say that here. We always want to reiterate that to you, the Patriots, some of the best Patriots a fellow ever did come across. So with that being said, Woodman, brother, we'll see you
Airborne,
back here.
everybody.
You guys have a great morning into your afternoon, and we'll see you back here at some point today. I said we'll do another little call-in show. We'll at least do an hour, 45 minutes worth of hopefully just some straight call-ins. It's just when I
Kind of
get
make them.
a buildup of
Kinda make 'em
information
short.
on my tongue, I got to get it out. So same with Woodman. If we got information, that's the most important thing here is information. And,
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But the
Again.
call is trying to make them a little shorter, okay, people, because
that way we race through them.
well,
Or
that
get through 'em.
more people can get on. That's try and equal the time out a little bit. I guess what I'm trying to say.
That'll be on
think
us.
About,
That'll be on us.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll keep an eye on the clock and just. I'm not gonna pull up a ticker or we could have a counter downer thing, but certain days we're gonna let you guys just slow it
it's a
out.
cigarette. It's a cigarette, by the way. No.
Where was that at?
What?
Under your beard?
I had a cigarette.
Careful with that beard now.
I don't.
Flaming beard. Man, that'd be cool to capture on tape, though. Actually,
Oh, that bull crap! You stay away from me, Mike.
maybe you'll accidentally catch your beard on fire on the way down to Virginia. I don't know. I just maybe accidentally I light it or something.
Hanging my head out the window, flaming on.
Put your head out the window, get it put out, Woodman, but it really just makes it burn real quick.
Burn. Yeah, I know. You love me, I can tell,
Flaming beard. That would be your Indian. Remember? Flaming beard. Everyone remembers Flaming beard.
Yeah. Have a good day, everybody.
You too.
God bless you,
Woodman.
and pray.
Love
Pray,
you guys.
pray,
We love
pray.
you guys.
Airborne all the way.
All right,
Thank you,
guys.
Mike.
See ya.
Love you.
And so it is to the printing press, to the recorder of man's deeds, the keeper of his conscience, the courier of his news, that we look for strength and assistance. Without debate, without criticism, no administration and no country can succeed, and no republic can survive.
Fight for what's right. Fight for your life.